This project should be undertaken with parental or adult supervision to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience.
Hi everyone! Welcome to a drawing lesson from Slime Sam! Today, Sue and I are going to tell you about easy watercolor techniques.
Hello! Yes, there are a lot of fun ways to use watercolors, and today I'm going to show you 8 of my favorite techniques. What's good about them? They are perfect for beginners or any skill level. You can try 1 or 2 of these ideas or make your own page of all 8 techniques. I've used a pencil and a ruler to measure out 8 rectangles on my watercolor paper. Then I labeled each box with each technique to know where's which. It's a good idea to let each box dry completely before moving on to a new technique. You can even use a hairdryer for that.
Are you excited? I know I am!
Guys, which kinds of paints do you like using? Write in the comments below. The first technique is watercolor and salt.
Here's some salt for you!
Thanks! I'm getting started. First, you need to cover the selected area with the colors of your choice. I'll take 2 colors, blue and azure. Like this. The more water you use when coloring, the more interesting the effect will be, so don't be shy with it. Then you need to sprinkle the drawing quickly with salt. This should be enough. And leave it to dry. Right, let's see. We need to flake away the salt carefully like this. Let's dust off the excess. See how unusual it looks? And very simple.
This is my favorite technique.
Second technique. Let's fill the next box with color. And we'll use a lot of water again.
Here's your next tool!
Yes, Sammy, thanks. We'll take a tissue and crumple it well. Now we need to place it on our colored box. And press it lightly with our hands. Now let's dry the paint a little bit. But don't leave it for too long, or the tissue will stick. I think it's done. Carefully now. There!
Wow! It's just a tissue, but it leaves such beautiful patterns.
For the third technique, we're using rubbing alcohol. I have it here. We need to cover our box with watercolors. Let's take these bright colors. Oh, I love drawing with watercolors. Now it's time for some magic. We'll take a Q-tip and dip it in the alcohol. You need to drip alcohol on the watercolor, and you'll get these amazing patterns. And a bit more. Done!
Wow! It looks like a galaxy!
Guys, if you think it looks like a galaxy too, give it a thumbs up. Moving along. For the fourth technique, I'm going to use a white crayon. First, I need to draw a pattern with the crayon.
A white crayon on white paper?
Yep, it isn't easy, but if you tilt the paper just a bit, you'll be able to see your drawing. Right, now the watercolors. We'll cover the wax drawing. See? It starts to peek through. Wax resists watercolors, and the paper remains white underneath.
Susie! This technique is my favorite.
Are you sure? Not the first one?
Oh, I don't know. Everything is so beautiful. Could it get any prettier?
You'll see. Guys, there are 4 more techniques left. Don't forget that it's better to allow each drawing to dry before moving on to the next one. The 5th technique is Fun Splatter. This technique is really fun, but a bit messy, so I'll cover the rest of the paper. Now I'll dip the brush into the paint really well. And tap the brush against my fingers. Awesome! But one color is obviously not enough. We'll also take this one. And this one. Then remove the protective paper. Wow!
Oh, Susie, this looks like kind of
The 6th technique is simply mesmerizing.
Will you need anything special for it?
No, Sammy. Just a brush, some water, and watercolors. Let's start with the base color. I'll take yellow. So happy and sunny. And while it's still wet, let's take another color. Red! And carefully drip it a few times on the wet drawing. You need patience here, so go slowly. Oh, it's as if the fire flowers are blooming! Well, Sammy, perhaps this is your favorite technique?
Yes.
2 more left. For the 7th technique, we'll need a bit of plastic wrap and some patience. It starts in the usual way. We'll color in the box. Let's take a few colors that match well. Like this. Now I'll place the wrap carefully over it. The wrap should be crumpled here. Don't try to smooth it out. Like this. And now we need to wait for about an hour. It's been about an hour and we can remove the wrap from the drawing.
Oh, Sue, it looks like stained glass.
Yeah, it actually does. Guys, give a thumbs up if you agree. The last technique is very interesting. We'll use the transparent nature of the watercolors. We'll start with the lightest shade and draw a few shapes, like this, all over the box. Before moving on to the next stage, we need to leave the drawing to dry. Now let's repeat the same shapes, but with a darker shade. There. Let's leave it to dry again. And the last one, very bright. Look! We get a sort of dimensional effect. Done!
Sue, I don't know. I like all of them. I can't choose.
Then don't! You can draw with each technique one after another. Guys, which one do you like best? Write in the comments. Give these wonderful techniques a try and create watercolor masterpieces.
And subscribe to our channel if you want to see more drawing lessons from Slime Sam. And his friend Sue.
Bye-bye!
Hold the phone. Let's make a pretend walkie-talkie. I love keeping in touch with my friends like Sean, and it's given me an arty idea to turn this cardboard box into a pretend walkie-talkie. It will look just like a fake phone, and it will be really easy to use. Much easier than your real phone, Sean. Great. The first thing to do is find a small box that you can safely reuse and then paint it any colour you like.
Can you make this idea with any cardboard box?
I don't see why not, Sean. Any small box made of card will do. But mini makers, this is really important. Make sure you ask a grown-up to help you find your box. And before you start painting, put on your arty apron. Oh, and like me, make sure you do your painting on top of some old paper or card. When the paint's dry, it's time to decorate it. I'm going to stick on these small pieces of fun foam.
I really like this idea. Do you have to use those colours?
Oh no, Sean, you can use any colours you like. And you don't have to use fun foam, of course. You could use stickers or maybe use pens to add some extra detail.
It's starting to look just like the real thing.
I know. Lastly, walkie-talkies often have an antenna on top, so I'm going to add one by carefully adding this paper straw. Now, mini makers, if you'd like to do this, again, ask a grown-up to help you find one of these. I'm only using this straw because it's completely made of paper, which means I can recycle it afterwards.
Well done!
So, Sean, what do you think?
I love it. I think I'll try that today.
Sean, you're upside down.
Really? I don't feel like I'm upside down.
I think you've hit the wrong button again, Sean. See if you can turn the screen the right way around, and remember, don't hit the red button.
The red button, you say?
Oh, no, don't touch that, Sean! He's done it again! First, ask a grown-up to help you carefully cut out a large square-shaped piece of card. Then very carefully cut out lots and lots of small squares of paper, any paper you like, in any colour you like. Glue your paper squares to your big square card. Add googly eyes, or draw them on with a pen. And add a big smile, perhaps with a wiggly pipe cleaner. A big smiling square made up of lots of little squares.
I am a square.
Let's get arty at our party and get ourselves in a spin with swirls, whirls and twirls to make a brightly coloured pattern using scraps of coloured paper and paint. But first, we'll need some things from... the mini-Michelangelo! That's right! Some card and some scraps of coloured paper. Some paint and some glue. Ooh. Whoa! Doodle tube! All this spinning around has made me feel very dizzy. But thank you for all those swirls and twirls! All right then, mini makers, let's get started and make an arty party picture. Now, the first thing we're going to do is bring in all of our colourful scraps of paper and we're going to tear them into small pieces. Lots and lots of pieces now. Now, you don't have to be neat. And you can make whatever shapes you like. Just tear your colourful paper into small pieces. There we are. Which colour next? Green! All right, green it is. Here we go. We'll make some green pieces as well. You can tear any shape you want in any colour you like. And when you've got all of your colourful pieces, we need to stick them down onto some card. I think this will work really well. All right then, mini makers, let's get gluing. Perfect, now that's the first one. Who's going to help me with some gluing? What about you, Michael? Yeah. All right then, my friend, why don't you glue this piece there for me? Good job Michael's here, isn't it? He's a great help.
Ready.
Thank you, Michael. Oh, that looks perfect. Thank you very much, my friend. Well done. Right, let's stick some more. There we go. It's looking good already, isn't it?
Yeah!
And now we're going to add lots and lots of painty swirls to our picture. So let's take some paint and I'm going to very carefully squeeze the paint into twirly, swirly patterns. Big loopy, here we go. Hey, what do you think about that? It's nice. Shall I do another one?
Yeah!
All right then, here we go. Keep swirling and twirling all over your picture until you're happy. And there we go, mini makers. Do you like this picture?
Yeah!
Well, now you're going to get your chance to make your very own arty party picture. But first, you need to put on your...
Arty apron!
That's right. Because it's time to start the art. And now, Nathan, I love what you've done with your picture here. Lots of paper shapes. And what have you done with the paint?
Well, I've used the green paint and squashed it into lots of different green circles.
It's very swirly and very twirly. Well done, Nathan. Keep making. And I wonder, has anyone else ever had any arty, swirly ideas? Let's find out. Thousands of years ago, some people made pots by pushing a hole into a ball of clay and pinching up the sides. Others made a long snake of clay and coiled it into a pot shape. This was tricky to do and took a long time. Then, one day, someone had a brilliant idea.
That's it! Twist, spin, and swirl.
They invented a round wheel shape made of wood or clay on which to pop their pot. This new invention meant the potter could turn the pot by twisting and spinning the wheel round and round while sitting still. This made the making of the pot much easier and much faster.
Phew! All this swirling could make you potty. But you know, I think I finally cracked it. Ooh! Whoops!
Wow, that really was top of the pots. Now, a long, long time ago, throw was another word for twirl, spin, or swirl. And that's why today we say that potters throw a pot. Now let's see how the mini makers are getting on. Wow, Mari, I love your picture. What's your favourite thing to do here?
Doing the swirls.
Doing the swirls. I love swirls and twirls too. Tell me what you're doing now, Jessica.
Putting the blue swirl on the pieces of paper I've ripped up.
Wow, that's really nice. A blue swirl from Jessica. And what comes next?
I'm going to do a white swirl next.
A white swirl. Well, there you go. Let's swap bottles. And away you go. Let's get swirly.